World Electronic Sports Games returns with a new season, the largest championship among national teams in the history of esports. Dota 2, Hearthstone, CSGO, StarCraft 2, and $5.5 million at stake. European finals will be held in marvelous Barcelona from the 22nd to the 26th of November. Win your slot in the finals of the World Championship. Register right now.
Welcome back, folks, to this week number 4 of Hellcase Cup number 6. May well be confusing to understand, but trust me, what's not confusing is the Counter-Strike is absolutely wonderful. Today we're going to be going into our second game now, Mortal Kombat versus ARES, the Bulgarians up against the French, as Inferno is going to be our battleground. An interesting map for us to be on because ARES are going to be so damn confident, as this is one of their... I'm not even going to say one of, it is their best map by far, I think, from what I've seen of them in the past and from what I've checked in terms of the stats and the results and everything all about them, their story, the story of the French. Mortal Kombat, meanwhile, it's a good map for them, but I wouldn't quite compare it up against ARES. It's all going to come down to talent and team play. Two very different perspectives, but we are going to see how things go as the ninth round kicks off. Well, with all of that said, with everything described, let me know, what do you guys think? Who are you guys supporting? Is it the Bulgarians? Is it the French? I want to know, so do let me know. You guys should be getting stream bonus drops. I'll inquire about it as well to make sure that everything is nice and good for you guys. One sec. Where do I need to go? This is the chat. Wonderful. There we go. Someone gonna make sure that everything is all great for you guys too. So make sure you get involved. Stream bonus, the place to be. For all things 3 skins. Just for watching. Just for having to listen and having a chat with me, you get a skin. That sounds like a pretty good deal. I don't know about you guys, but I'm game for that. I wish they gave me skins. That'd be pretty cool. I think what's pretty cool too though, a pistol. With MK on that CT side, BRN with the kit. Rest of his team with the Kevlar. 4 players dedicated towards that A site. A retake B setup almost certainly in place. Spider, sure, he's aggressive, so it does remove away from the retake setup, but just looking at manpower alone, it's definitely going to be led to that if the push does come in, with the rotation, of course, being quick from Victor. ARES make a swift push up through long, a wraparound towards B looking likely. We're going to just charge down Victor, pushes him towards Library, finds the kill, then with a USP, looks to isolate a few more players on the A site itself, and they get a pretty damn good job of it, as Maiden does find that second. Fox and Shimada both find themselves kills respectively. But MK are in such a dastardly position. BRM with a trade is all well and good, but how much more is he going to do? It's a 1v2 now. With Matt Hen meeting his teammate on the site. BRN does have the kit, which is by far the biggest factor in the round, but he's got no Kevlar. Let's have a smoke. So you win some, you lose some. What actually happens in the outcome of this round? Are you going to be able to get close? Crossfire from ARES being a tough one to crack. Like he's just going to head in towards church. Clearing things out bit by bit. Coffin's now clear. Quad as well, seemingly so. Drops a smoke on towards the bomb. And maybe we'll just try and stick it straight away, but that's going to be where the spams come in. ARES almost certainly taking him down. A pistol going to the T side. A great start considering Inferno is quite a hard map to get going on. That terrorist side. Already looking towards the MK side that are trying to adapt. Pistols, of course, not exactly the greatest play, but the smokes are by far the biggest talking point in the round. They have 5 of them. 1 already being used, just dropped on towards mid. The idea here is to force ARES back. You don't want getting aggressive. You don't want those SMGs running around. Allowing MK to dictate how they play. But it's not really a big issue for them, bear in mind. Then pushing as a 5 is likely a very safe play from them as well, just because even if MK do surprise with 1 or 2 kills, the trades will be often so overwhelming. It's usually how we see things go. 2 good smokes forcing a very awkward push, and we do see some kills coming off the back of that. A lot of damage. Man, 3 HP was so close, on the cusp of death. But he will survive, the Grim Reaper being sent home today. Now it is an MK lineup. They're over on A, and I don't think they're going to retake. I think they're going to take that Kevlar. They're going to take the helmet. They're going to take those P250s and the CZ. They're going to carry them on to that 3rd round. The better question, Solid Kid, is how are you doing today, buddy? Are you good? The better question. Bomb is going to take on down, though. It will explode, and ARES reveling their 2-0 stint. Mahen does die, which is actually not great at all, but I mean, they'll suck it up. They'll get over it. I mean, it's a little awkward for him, but it is what it is. Of course, the reason why MK did save was because they're going to have this 3rd round where they have nothing really, again, they want to spend. Ideally, they'd like to not spend a penny so they can justify perhaps even an AWP or something. Good planning from them, ultimately. Rather than Victor, as you can see, just flat USPs. ARES, meanwhile, opting for bulk of the SMGs they carried from that previous round. Just want to make some money here. It's all about the dollar. Aptly put. All about the Skrilla. Spotting the fact that it's going to be a long push, just withdraws through arches. Pretty much going to let them have the A site. And it wouldn't shock me if we saw 5 players save. It wouldn't shock me if Victor and Spider acted as a cushion if ARES did push. Because they will hunt with these SMGs. They're going to be thinking, right, we could make some serious money right now. And if we don't, if we die, it's whatever. Because, well, we're going to be able to buy next round no matter what, obviously. We've won every single round in this game so far. But we're only losing SMGs. Is going to tick on down. We do see the push. Maiden going to get himself a double kill. Well, it did go to an AK, bear in mind, which means the kill reward isn't exactly much to be screaming about. The one we care about though for MK, the rifles, of course, all in play. Utility isn't perfect, but it's enough. Kind of curious to see how ARES approach this round, just because they have still 3 SMGs, right? Those MP7s and the MAC-10 could prompt them just to charge. Oh, this is going to be the case. Logan, the perfect flash. BRN, buddy, you completely caught off guard. It's 3 players towards Banana. Victor trying to see if he can punish, but a bit of a poor job, really. It's just swift trades from ARES as they get a one-man advantage, and then they quickly run up through mid, which is a good read from them, really, all things considered, because Spider is still idling in Banana. Meanwhile, the pushes are still coming in towards the site. Maiden wrapping around, getting himself positioned in arches. Stop Spider from any rotational presence at all. He's now out of this round. Unless he can win this 1v1 and force his way back in, his job is done. Which means this round is not a 3v3. It's a 3v2. Sure, Maiden is also out of things as well, in fairness, because he's going to be smoking off Shimada, saving things he takes down Fox. The bomb's still bottom of mid. But for ARES, things are looking up, as Maiden can wrap in towards this A site just becoming in through library. He comes through, but Dreamer catches him by surprise. Cookie crumbles in a bit of a disastrous way. Okay. Pretty happy how the round went. Even though it was rough, ARES just gave them the picks and they worked with it. Shimada got himself 2 kills. Dreamer, the fact that he was able to get atop that railing. Find Maiden as he's in library. Neglect everything that was important. Riot now not bothered about the fact he's alone on B and was pushed on back. Matt Hender's going to save on just 1 HP. Carry that rifle and the utility he's got through to the next round. ARES struggling. Showing a bit of discoordination towards the end. I mean, everything was good for them up until the point where they took the fights. Once they took the fights, they just looked messy. Kind of surprised Maiden didn't check. I mean, he could clear sight and then clear Balk. So I'm kind of surprised the kill didn't go his way, if I'm honest. But as I said, that's how things do flow. Sometimes you just gotta get over it and move on to the next round, which is going to be the case for these Frenchies. Do rebuy. AWP on UU. Curious to see whether he's able to get this mid pick or not. Or whether he'll just look straight up through banana. Actually just going to throw the top mid smoke straight away. So, yeah, definitely going to be the banana peek from him. Molly defensively throw. Maiden taking a few licks of damage. Exactly ideal. Follow up Molly as well, which does highlight to areas that MK have been very loose with the utility usage. Well, they're just going to walk up. The flash is perfect, but he's unable to capitalize on it. That will push this CT side back. They've now used the bulk of their utility to hold down A. Being left with only 2 smokes. Smokes themselves should hold ARES just enough to buy a rotate if and when needed. ARES likely, if they want to commit to this, they would have pushed by now. Instead, they will begin to back off with their bomb. It is going to be a few players to stay in and remain, just to create a sense of presence, really. The fake is exactly what ARES are looking for here. 3 players creeping up, not making a single sound. Logan being told, don't throw a flash. Don't throw anything at all. They don't know we're here. BRN was not spotting for us. Finally flicks to the right-hand side. That's a big kill for him to collect. UU slipping in with the AWP, finds the player in pit. Already basically making things so, almost impossibly so, for Shimada. BRN baiting his teammate will work out, but only good for 1 frag, and 1 frag is not going to be enough. Bomb to come through. Violator ready to swing into action from Library, but a molly on Logan will stop him from pushing. And taking up position in pit. I think this round may well be over and done with. Victor go for a long rotate to short if he wants to help his teammate. Mahend then gets given a very simple peek. Good flash, but man should be able to find that kill. If he doesn't, Logan will just hold the push and it'll be another pop flash from UU anyway. As Logan spins it around, good for 1. Trade comes in, UU holding the angle, flick on out. And that is beautiful. He's going to need a wrist brace after that one. Big thing here is the economy of MK. Pretty much put in the dirt. Gonna have to try and buy up everything they can, but notice how to actually opt for some serious weapons. They've sacrificed all the utility. Quite literally so. There's 1 smoke on Shimada, but the players with the rifles have gone frag grenades and a 1 flash. If this is not an aggressive round from MK, I'll be very, very surprised. 3 players back towards banana. Last time they did this, it was a crossfire setup, banking on an all-in push from ARES. This time, that's not going to come through. It's just going to be frag grenades, and Victor peeking like that is so incredibly risky. BRN, don't re-peek, please. Sloppy play from Mortal Kombat, allowing for the double kill. Make that a triple kill for ARES as Matt takes one of his own. You had 3 rifles. You throw them away. Full B-site control being given up. Already established by Matt who's on the site itself. The rest of his team now charging up through banana, valiantly so. There is no one there to hold them back. Why peek in such a way? I get you want the aggressive style, but I implied team play with that comment. I expected the aggression to be, alright, we're going to flash peek banana together. Or at least I'm going to pop flash you, not I'm going to peek off the corner, then you're going to peek off the corner once I die to try and trade me, and then my teammate, my 3rd teammate, is going to try and trade both of us by peeking off the exact same corner. Not to berate them, but that shouldn't have happened. Especially when you're throwing away all the firepower you have on the round. Okay, still with nothing to spend, will have to be a team that sit idly. They're as likely to take their 6th round in this game, and 6 rounds Seaside Inferno, you've already done your job. You've already got enough. I'm fearful for MK because they're allowing ARES to potentially start to really hold over them on this T side. We're looking at maybe even 9 rounds, 10 rounds. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, forced over a barrel. Have to step up sooner rather than later. Molly does come through. Good play so far. Fox going to farm them up with his Mac 10. Will be traded by BRN, but doesn't really mean too much, does it? Just 1 kill found by USP. Is the B site then to be taken? Rotations, of course, did come through. MK going to be easily the mindset of the fact they have to over-rotate just because they've got these pistols, which is pretty fair and rightfully so. It was a good decision, but it does make the round even more well dateable for ARES, as they are just going to group up on the B site, get the plant, then just hold. Make sure you can't push them. You doesn't want to lose the AWP, and that's pretty much it. That's a sound that we didn't need to hear, but it's a sound we're going to hear anyway. Raphael, buddy. Let me pick in the loot real quick. You see this masterful display of Counter-Strike from Mathand? He did die towards the end, so that's what it is. I mean, the USP was going to trade him, so... A good spray, though. You see him getting kills? Skins equals kills, right? Nah, I'm not going to go on with that joke. It's a terrible joke. But a serious point. If you want free skins, just for watching the stream and listening to my voice, having a chat with me, then all you got to do is get yourself on stream bonus, and magic can happen. Exclamation mark stream bonus, I think works. Check it out. If not, I'll drop some info in the chat at some point. There's a bot that posts regularly as well with all the stuff. So yeah, make sure you get involved with the stream bonus. Stream bonus is pretty sick. Yeah. A chance is a chance though, right? And that's the thing. Alright, exclamation mark stream bonus didn't work. It was a lie. But the bot hopefully will post soon. If not, I'm going to wait until Nico and then I'll tell you, because I don't want to miss the awesome Counter-Strike. That's really frustrating. We just watched Maiden make a big push on towards Shimada. That's pretty awkward. Doesn't matter though, because nothing's really happening. Matt Hend is going to overextend and Victor find the trade, so it makes it a 4-for-4, and this is where the round gets a little bit serious. Violator hating towards short. Important. That's where the pressure will come from. BRN picking off one. Yu will be caught with his AWP out because of Spider's rotation. That nets just another frag. Over faces. No need for you to walk boiler. I get you want the AWP, but you now give ARES a chance. The flash comes out towards the site. They're going to look to dive in towards pit. That's nice from Fox. Strong movement from him. Outdoes his teammate. But it's still a 1v3. BRN will peek. But as much as it may have been risky, it will still lead to the kill. Mortal Kombat. There's his second. For the love of God, please, 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 please find your third. Otherwise, the reset is going to be so painful. Banana play coming in, Logan. Gonna go with a 5 Mac 10 buy. I love this. I really do. ARES, this is beautiful. But you're not getting close. Victor is having a field day. A double kill for him. Yu hopping around the corner. Does find the trade. Makes it a 2-for-1. Bomb not even remotely gonna go down. Matt Hend nowhere to be seen. He's in mid right now. Just gonna pitch his tent. Yu caught off guard by Dreamer. Means it is all on Matt Hend now, who does find a kill because no one expects him to be in mid. He still has to clutch this. Why are you in mid? I get what you were trying to do. Big flank and all that. But it's a really mad play. It really is. Well, let's see. Those are the bombers, obviously. But this is where he starts to visually map things out in his head. Clearing out angles, a high flash. Construction. That BRM playing the fountain angle is going to be able to take him down. And MK secure their third and secure a future. Because they have enough bank to rebuy into this round and also make sure their economy doesn't get slaughtered. They do drop the next. AWP for you. Very aggressive move from him. No longer the smoke. Instead, it's just a flash play. Moves up towards long. BRN losing his life. By no means expecting that sort of peak. Bill was setting up with the utility. His teammate likely to throw a very late flash for him. But the speed from you really worked out. And notice how ARES haven't then gone aggressive. They've got a pick, and they've fallen back. They've worked with it. Reformed to a passive style. Then they'll slowly but surely take control of very secluded areas of the map. This being apps, of course, what we're hinting at here. Violet up holding archers. Very cautious of a follow-up push as you just hold in the angle. Wait and see if anyone will show face, and potentially both players about to meet. As a good molly comes in. A smoke. A response. CT side, unsure on what is coming their way. ARES, they're going to hit B. This B push has been planned all along by just how embedded Mahan has been. The bottom of banana, smoke get thrown, flash comes in, the peak will come out. Victor needed to take that fight a good 5 seconds earlier if he wanted to make that one work. The spray through CT will become apparent. The big flank from Shimada is all well and good. Piloter, you have to have an impact sooner rather than later. Waiting for his teammates to strike. That's when he'll then step into play. Smoke gonna block him off. That fades too. Now a chance for him to set his own working conditions. Smoke's off. Center of sight. Then we'll peek freely in towards you. You could well see Maiden, but it doesn't quite come through. Dreamer gonna fill in the gap. Spider the headshot on towards Logan. Dreamer the kill on towards Maiden, and that is beautiful. The retake is perfect. The defuse will come through, and AWP to be picked on up. A big round and some big money saved. These Bulgarians, they move up to their 4th round now on their CT side. Well and truly saving things. ARES are stuck upon 6. A good chunk into the round. ARES, of course, able to buy up to a pretty good extent. An SMG on UU, but it's not really the end of the world. We've seen how he likes to play with it. It's quick, it's decisive. Gets explorative towards long. Plays off the banana corner. So many different ways he approaches the round, and you never know what he's going to do. I mean, right now, for example, you look at where he is on the map. He's playing close mid, but this could mean he's pushing long. It could mean he's just going to die through that smoke and push short. Looking like it is the same flash, so we at least have a rough idea. Spider prompted by his teammates calling over on towards A to push banana. That's where he'll lose his life. Wouldn't be too shocked if Mahan just came back to his team now. Communicate that B could be the next target. Smoke over on towards CT. Shimada, you're pushing right into the crosshair of Fox. A perfect read from him. Least or reward. 2 kills now, favoring ARES. And that's when they decide the B site is no longer the better play. A site is exactly where they want to be because they know just how weak it's going to be. They knew full well that Shimada was that long player. The mollies towards pit means Dreamer's life just becomes almost impossible to survive. At least gets a kill before he goes on down. BRN missing the shot, lands the second. But then they will save, committing to it in its entirety. As retaking A is a harder task as it is, but with a disadvantage like that, with very little, even with the double kit and the flash, it still is not going to be enough to penetrate those crossfires that ARES would have set up. And that is, of course, going to give ARES their 7th round, which is huge for them on their T set as they want to look to win out this half overall and reach to 8. And that's not like that's not them reaching for the stars, reaching for the impossible. It's very doable when you look at how these rounds have gone. MK only getting there 4 through round 8 to 10. That stint is broken and stays that way. ARES have the chance of even doing so much more. 8 through 9 to even 10 and 11. But it will come down to this 12th round. This could dictate whether MK are actually truly coming back, or it's just a fluke from ARES. There's a wacky push from Maiden, walking out completely just wide open. Victor given 2 kills towards Banana, truly understanding the definition of value for money. Nolly throwing in reflex to stop any sort of counter pushes from MK, but that wasn't going to come through. MK don't feel comfortable to do that. In fact, the priority right now might be to get one of those rifles from Banana over on towards the arms of Shimada. Ooh, a re-smoke in towards mid. ARES still grouped up, but a good rotation from BRN as well with the Zorb. He'll just hold the cross from CT, posting up. For ARES as the mollies come out towards oranges. Flashes will soon to follow. CT still smoked. Destruction as well. Spider holding for the headshot angle, but the headshots will not be what he finds. Not exactly ideal. Spider then will lose his life off the back of that as Logan get the shot of his own off. Shimada with a big backstab finds one, gets a second, now looking for a third. Logan shot him behind as BRM with his AWP. Then we'll just push the smoke. At that point, inspired by Shimada's actions, the aggression from Mortal Kombat. The telltale difference between these two teams. As ARES, sure, you get on towards B, but you're not holding your flank. MK with the brains. ARES with just the brute force. Looking like this time it is going to be just a few simple nades towards Banana, just to deter any sort of quick rush that may come through. ARES very spread out with these pistols, but they will begin to make their ascent through the map in towards mid itself, peeking out. Arms of BRN. Mada sitting in cubby corner. This is going to be beautiful. Completely baited out by his teammate, but that's the point. Catches them by surprise. All the kills fall into his arms. That's a triple for him. With one going either side of BRN and Dreamer. Played to a T. 6 rounds on the board for Mortal Kombat. ARES, now they can afford to spend, but they have nothing left after they invest into this, and it still is going to be 2 SMGs potentially. Make that. Would have said make that just the one, but Mahan definitely wants the utility, so he's actually opted for just the CZ. Going for the Chris J play. Peak starts to come through. Apt. Looking like it is going to be the avenue of attack for this T side. They prod on over, but they don't really get any reward. If anything, they just cause MK to adjust themselves, reposition. Waiting for the push. Shimada holding on top of this roof, and it's perfect. Good for 2 kills again. Will be traded, but he's done his job. Deterred the push from ARES. Now they're going to be slow as anything. Try and walk up through short. Likely to go as a team of 3. Could still try and utilize that Apps player, but I feel like that's just not really the avenue. I mean, the fact that Spider gets a kill there really says a lot. He's standing in a molly, committing to his death. Expecting you just to kill him outright, but Yu whiffs, allows him to go 1 for 1, and that's huge for MK. No need to beat around the bush. The fact that he goes 1 for 1 enables it to be a 3 versus 2. Basically means MK keep the advantage. ARES, with at least the element of surprise, got through Arch, making so much noise. Victor with 1, make that to a second. It's headshots for him. MK lock in the round, equalise the scoreline. A genuine chance to win this half, which you wouldn't have said that at maybe round 5, round 6. Oh, ARES, they started strong, but they're finishing weak. One final round to change that statement for the better. Oh, the weaponry they've got to play with isn't exactly ideal. Not a single AK in sight. It is just going to be 2 UMPs. Some Deagles, some CTs, a mixed bag of guns that are nothing pretty. It's disappointing because they went from being a surprise team in the first kind of 3-4 rounds to actually showing some tactical depth. Then they were showing some very quick, perhaps overzealous aggression, but aggression nonetheless. And then that slowly escalated into just them getting picked off by over-peaking, taking fights they didn't need to take, being caught off guard by just simple flashes. And that's when the tables really turned. Spider, good flash in towards Banana, takes the fight. A 1-for-1 trade becomes very apparent as Logan will pick him off, but ARES, they can't capitalize on that. They'll go forward for the gun. Victor getting close due to the same reason. He's just going to waltz on through with his P250. Here a thing, though, that is going to make him a little cautious. Holding the angle, the boost from Yu. Okay, re-smoke. Nicely done. Oh, a good spray and a good read. Goes for the second, but didn't know it was a boost in itself. Just knew that there was a player likely there. The push comes in. He's going to lose his head as Maiden will snap him down with a deagle. Get a 3 for 3 and gives weapons over to ARES, which with the back by Kevlar makes them a bit more of a force to be reckoned with. CT trying to be held, but the re-smoke going to make that very problematic. Volley thrown towards the backside. Quad, very nice high flash from Yu. Means that Piran is still blocked out of the round. The smoke fades. He misses the no-scope. That means his journey here is done. Dreamer will find just the one frag, but there's 2 to find with seconds to spare. ARES securing the half win, getting themselves up to 8, is pretty good, all things considered. But the stint of 3, and MK will then put him back by another second stint. Proof that MK are still here to play, as their T side will almost certainly be quite the spectacle. Here we go. Second half. MK trying to fight for a win, bear in mind. Today has been a bit of a rough day for them. We're able to pull through in the end of that last game, but not without having to put up a really good fight. Definitely want to try and make this one cleaner. Whereas no kit. Rounds are going to have to... They're going to have to be more concise. That retake. Sense of speed. Creeping up towards the A site. Yu beginning to strike, taking contact. 1 kill locked in. The second looking likely. Make that to a third. Finally. Cable trade. No matter. Holding towards Pitter's Dream. Does plant the bomb. Fox is going to come in from short. Likely just to post up and long and slowly creep up the inside wall. Not aware of that fact, will hold for it. Tucked in the corner, spotting the short push. This is a good crossfire. Meta up on top of the box, should lose his head. Simple as that. Then Shamala can peek towards short. Swing nice and wide. It's a risky play, but it's a fight worth taking at this point, as the round is very likely to go your way, and that's what happens. MK get themselves their 8th. One of the weirdest moments that I've needed a cough while casting for a while. You can definitely hear that in my voice towards that. The cough kind of comes on here like, I really need a cough right now, but I can't. It's all fun and games. MK with these SMGs are going to be looking to farm up. Violet just going to be prodding out towards mid. That's a smoke and a half. Like deep in towards that, prompt Spider jump on up. It's a pretty good set piece right now from MK. Basic default from them. Kind of standard second, third round stuff. A little comes in from Spider as he takes off a few shots from Yu. Nice boost though. Oh, both kills will go the way of Spider. Make that to 3. BRN gonna kill his teammate, which is a little awkward, but it is what it is. Auto director, man. It's auto director, Crimbo. You gotta understand that. We're swapping away every now and then, but we're just looking at the varying different perspectives. Nothing more to it. It's not all that sinister. Can't really see too much here from ARES anyway. I want to save the Kevlar, the smoke flash. Logan with just the smoke, but still that's, at the end of the day, a few $100 for him to save. Think about the Kevlar that could help them in the next round no matter what, gives them a chance. One of the reasons why you talk about the save is because ARES aren't going to be able to, well, they aren't going to be able to, they could if they wanted to, right? But they're not going to want to because they need the money for the next round. They're saving for the full buy here. They don't spend a penny on a lot of their players. They, for the most part, will just sit very strapped for cash, waiting for the next round to come through. So by saving the Kevlar, they give themselves the chance to get 2 kills, put rifles in the arms of Matt and Logan, and basically be able to contest a round that otherwise would be unworkable. I mean, you see Logan get a kill with the CZ. That's all well and good. Matt trying to push the smoke, gets close, but Shamada will take him down. That's the point, right? They can prod out. They can poke the bear. Sometimes they can snap back and get a reward for that, and that's what you're looking at right here for ARES. They're trying. They did fail, but I mean, it is what it is. What's my best skin? I think that would be my AK-47 Vulcan with LDLC hollows on it. That would be my best skin. I don't really do the whole skin thing. Most of my skins have disappeared for varying different reasons. Dream just going to be holding bottom of banana, posting. Fox if he does face. Really too much going on right now. There's just the plant coming through. And MK, they're literally just holding. They're thinking, right, we have no reason to push. We don't need to push this. I mean, they could send Shamada out on a bit of an adventure. He could just hopping around wildly. And that's what we're seeing. MP7 just going to go hopping through CT. Doesn't really mean that much for MK for the rest of these players. They're like, well, you know what? We don't need to lose these rifles. We gain nothing for killing them really anyway. For Shimada, he does get $600 for every frag, so I don't mind him doing it. The rest of them is very defensive. I don't know why you would face. I don't see what the gain is from him. Run away, man. Don't give up extra $600. It's so much money. It's 1.2k if that second heal did come through. It doesn't, so it's only 600. They do get a kill as well, dropping one of those rifles, so it does force the rebuy. But when you have MK on 6.8, 7,000, that kind of rough area of money, it's not really the biggest issue. They can rebuy. Man, they were just saving. Man, pushing through Banana. Ooh, good spray, but stabbed in the back. Logan, meanwhile, aggression through Rap's going to be met by Dreamer. Still down towards the bottom of mid will be Fox. Peeks towards second mid, but under pressure. Few of those UMP shots do not land in the burst. Has to go to the wall behind him instead of his opponent. Still gonna get up through back. Head on in. Victor. Now hold the headshot angle, but Fox too strong. Let's find the kill. Made him easy close to the smoke, but the gap to hold. Likely just to kind of work on through it. Be hunting for the jump on Spy Leader, knowing full well that his teammates are taking the face on short. He can try and catch them off guard, especially with the molly now burning away in pit, putting Dreamer in a very awkward fight, but Dreamer still hitting the kills. Fox with the tray, but that's not going to be enough, likely so. Fox 10 HP, just hold the corner. That's exactly what Spy Leader will do, and the kill walks into his arms. He'll upgrade to the AK-47. He'll walk away into this 20th round, a happy bunny. But for ARES, that's a lot done. This is where they get to truly invest still. The AWP, the rifles and such will all be bought up. And this is where we need to see something. It's kind of now or never, really. If they drop this round, then MK will go from not only just 12 to 8, but start to work their way up to 13, potentially even 14. ARES Eco, pretty poor. They're down to basically 0. 400, 250, 100. It's not really positive amounts. Basically going for broke. Comes in towards the banana side either way. Matt Hen looking to very much force the fight. Molly thrown from Shimano though to completely deny all of that aggression. Good smoke. Placement aided by the Molly, but really matter too much. Matt Hen gonna push up and take control, but Mortal Kombat, they're fully aware that that's the case. That smoke is always a pretty dead giveaway of the fact of, okay, they could be in banana. Let me communicate it back to them. And it's ideal here for ARES that MK actually push up towards mid, because this is the plan. Funnel them up towards the A site. Play in some crossfires that can then handle them as they make their pushes, and you're pretty much expecting the A play. So, just as they want, the A play comes in. Maiden finds kill number 1, takes down Spider. The flashes towards long are good enough to completely halt MK's advances. But Victor will eventually tap you down, which creates a bit of a problem. Your last 2 players, they're both in pit, and one of them has already been annihilated by Victor, leaving just Fox. He's under pressure. He's being peeked from apps, from library, from short. It's all a bit too much. He'll crack. Now you're on a retake. MK with the bomb ticking on down. I don't think you go for this. With no kits in play, mentality's got to go fast or get the hell out. That's my prediction. I think at this point, a prediction would necessarily not be the greatest thing to say. Much more, look at the read of the game, right? MK have had a pretty impressive T-side. They're going to get themselves 5 rounds back-to-back in a row. ARES getting close, but not quite close enough to actually score themselves a round to work with. That's put their economy in such a dire spot, right? Like you see here, they've got money to spend, but not a great amount. Thankfully, because those 2 players save, they can drop rifles and make a buy out of it. But if they don't have these players saving, they can't do anything at all. They have to save the entire round, which gives it up. So them being able to fight here is pretty good. It stops it from going 13 to 8. But I need to see something out of the box in ARES if they actually want to be able to compete for this game. Why do I say that? Well, you push banana. You funnel your opposition into the site of your choice. So you make all the decisions for MK, and they still take you down. They still out-aim you in a lot of your duels. They still overwhelm your players in pit. That's... If anything, that shows that you may well be prepared for something, but if you're not winning it out, then what more can you do? Very much spread out across the map right now, showing no aggression towards banana though, which should be a cool, once again, fed back. Just to see how that shapes the CT side. They're putting 3 players on shore. See, you've got a flower pot angle, as I like to call it. It's very nice, by the way, this angle. You get so much vision in towards Boiler. I'm gonna throw the molly though, which is curious. I guess that's because he wants to peek out towards mid. Flash is good, but it's for his teammate. Throw a flash of his own, then drop on down, so sacrificing the information on Boiler just to fall back to the site itself. Push is coming in. Spider are going to lead the charge. Things do go 1 for 1 as Fox and Shimada both flashing heads. Spider is tapping on towards Maiden. Lead to a bomb plant. ARES are left in a spot where they can't respond straight away. It is going to be the retake. Spider invested in towards his pit position. Will smoke off short. Playing the brick corner. Here and trying to hold the rotate through mid. And that's the thing. They're playing time almost now. For their CT side. And now they realize that, they'll back away. They'll save again because they want to be able to buy in this next round. And That's a disaster. MK will now be on their 13th. And you have to ask your question, what happens if ARES don't save? Well, they just don't buy. No point in saying something so standard as a team beginning to crack or anything like that. They've already cracked. That's been and gone. ARES are looking lackluster. Single round picked up on their CT side shows a staple hole. That inferno. Molly coming in towards banana. Very repetitive stuff in Mortal Kombat, bear in mind. Oh, that's awkward. Maiden facing in towards App to try and make a bit of a change, but he'll lose his life. Fox going to give himself up as well as Dreamer. Now Leon on 2 HP, walks away intact. Spyleader aggressive in towards Yu. Quick stuff coming out from Mortal Kombat. Dreamer losing his life by suicide, unfortunately. But it is still going to be on bottom plant, and it's still going to be a 3 versus 2 with ARES on the same rotates from mid and even far back bottom mid. Logan into the crosshair of Spyleader. How are you pushing at this point? Get it. Got some money, but you could have done with those rifles to get a little better up than Thamus's. Rifle's a rifle, don't get me wrong, but this could be your final hurrah. Still yet to break. Single round curse. Asking myself if they ever will, if I'm honest. Good kill from Yu, at least finding one with the AWP. Anything else? He's holding from short. Flick towards Boiler could be beautiful, and so it shall be. He does land it. Fox as well on towards Dreamer. This is looking better. Yu gonna hold on the smoke. Takes down BRN. That's 3 for him, and ultimately, a round for ARES. They pick something up on their CT side. This is a start, but hopefully one that's not short-lived. To achieve, they do have the orbs. They're going back towards a resident banana play. 2 rifles and the AWP there to take the fight. Molly's being thrown from MK. This time it's not going to be missed, which completely denies ARES of any aggression they wanted to do. MK, meanwhile, they're just going to walk up to the A site. The flash comes in towards short, and they're just going to go full contact, full blast. Putting the pressure on towards Fox. It's a good flash, don't get me wrong. He finds 1 kill. Maiden steals away the second. A lot of damage is being done. Spyleader will chime in with at least a kill for MK, but it's all going wrong. Will at least chase down Fox as well to find the second, but it's basically all on his shoulders at this point. He's spraying wildly towards short, and a frag grenade that could be huge. Matt Hen holding him off will take down BRN. Spyleader so down low that ARES can capitalize on and force the kill. Whereas 4 rounds for them to try and pull back. 2 rounds for them to play with. Only 1 if they want to make a mistake. Yu pushing far on down. Fox taking that to the next level. It does lead to 2 kills. But it's traded back as Spyleader will find it back in return. It's got shaky. What we were trying to say, the fact that it's a good push down mid, but Fox went so deep that Spy Leader was able to secure that kill. Does give a bit of control towards this T side. Been able to slow things down to a grinding halt. From there, that gives them the ability to think things through and come up with a game plan. Upside is ARES still the entirety of Banana. Logan actually going to tap the Spy Leader down. That is beautiful CS from him. Vixer peeking towards Pit. Molly again going to be the follow-up. Yu burning in the flames. Has to move to the right, but Dreamer will have none of it. Takes his life instead. Little player in Pit catching them by surprise. Maiden going to get both. Carry there is up to 11 at this point. MK still able to rebuy. The last legs. Economy really has been stretched thin. Lasted them all of these rounds, but after 3 back-to-back in a row, this is where they'll break. One final round. ARES win this. Not only will it be 14-12, but very likely move up to 14-13, meaning one will just be set in between these two teams. Spider starting off strong, though, a headshot on towards Logan. Working their way up through Banana. And all alone. Just throws the smoke, trying to be defensive. Hopefully he's not pushed, because if he was, that almost would have been the 15th of Mortal Kombat there and then. Would have forced ARES into a retake, and I reckon they would have just saved it flat out. They've got the kit, sure, but that B-set retake would have been so harsh. I mean, you imagine, alright, Matt Hin gets 1 kill as the push comes through. That still makes things a 4 versus 3. Oh, we don't need to look towards our imagination as that reality has not kicked in. Looking like he will get some support as well, so it will never happen as Yu comes over just to hold over on towards CT. Made him. Joining in, putting 3 players now, 3 members of ARES. That's a lot of force. First contact successful, second looking very good. Maiden and Yu both able to find themselves frags. Yu holding off the corner will be tapped on down from Dreamer. Crispy work from him. But still more to achieve as they have to get the plant with 25 seconds to spare. Not exactly much time for them to work with. There's a flash will leave Dreamer completely blind, putting all the pressure on towards one man only, Shimada, who's peeked out by Fox. Talked about how this round would play out. If ARES did take the win, then that's what we're going to be seeing here. The upside is it's not quite as we predicted. He will still be able to invest. The loss bonus after 4 rounds back-to-back really being a saving grace, and we also didn't include the ability for them to get a bomb plant. The 2 of those combined does save them. It does allow them to buy here. It does allow them to play with an AWP as well on towards Dreamer due to the little bit he carried over from previous rounds. But even then, a pause definitely merited. MK, something's gone wrong. 4 rounds for ARES is a little too much for them to handle, considering MK need just the 2 to win this game. Ooh, I like this from ARES. Quick mid play, triple nade. Holding second mid will be Yu. That's good from him as well. Thinking for his teammates. Shimada trying to clean them up, but it's only a double kill. Still, sitting at a disadvantage. Getting in towards Pit, but Dreamer completely caught off guard by Yu, who just slip on out with his AWP. Catches him by surprise. Bomb will then be planted. Victor. So much to do as a single man, smoking and flashing towards long. Playing through a smoking short. Where Mahin will just take the fight. Trying to reload, but realizing, you know what, 8 bullets is going to be enough to find the kill. That is the case. 14-13. MK. Again. Gonna have to try and squeeze themselves through. The beautiful part from them is they're getting the bomb plot now. At least they have done in the past 2 rounds, which is giving them so much more flexibility in these buys. One round, all the difference. Oh wait, coming in towards bottom banana, spy leader. Starting to probe out through mid. Gonna be clearing things and spotting for the early flash or smoke play. ARES have been starting to do. They realize that that's not happening. It gives at least a bit of an idea of what's going on. ARES have decided, you know what, we're just gonna take bottom banana again. This is interesting for Matten that he gets close into this corner. He's playing anti-flash, expecting MK to go contact through the smoke and just try and force up banana, but they don't. Leaves him just a little lost for words. We'll likely re-smoke it, and that's what we're going to see there. Still thinking someone will push this. Or at least he's holding for it, expecting a chance. Okay, May will give it to him though, as they are rotating over back towards the bottom of mid, which makes me think that we have some second thoughts about that A site. Please tell me they clear this. Please tell me they do. They do, but not going to be quick enough. Matt Hen, 3 kills, back-to-back headshots. That is a beautiful, beautiful play from him. His teammate may well have always been hung out to dry, but it still works. BRN trying to save things with the kill, but has to get the plant as well. ARES now grouping up. Trying to see if they can bring this one back with a retake. 4 flashes. Not sure that'll make too much of a difference. Allows them to at least clear things off towards banana and throw one high towards site, but BRN is just peeking out anyway. The confidence from him is huge. A defensive molly to deny the push as well. Playing the time at this point. You just gonna charge through it. MK managing to edge it out. The 15. It took them so long. So many rounds. But now ARES, no longer can they play for the win, they're playing for overtime. The upside is that MK have just thrown away any sort of loss bonus they built up, which means if they are going to be taken down here, then they will be stretched. A bomb plant to help them, but that's a factor you have to rely on them actually achieving. Something they have done a pretty good job at doing recently. But they want to finish things. They group up, hit towards mid, seems to be the overall game plan. ARES were doubled up towards archway, but they switch things up back towards short. Matt Hen feeling antsy. He joins up with Fox, who's peeking in towards apps. Finally, they're ready to take contact, but Matt Hen with a very quick peek. Maiden swings out as well from long, gets the spray down. The trades are plentiful. There's Dreamer. Springs into action from apps. Will find the return. All on towards him. A 1v2. Molly being dropped. Forces the fight. Logan will take his head off. ARES making it 15-14. 1 round now. All to play for. ARES will either win. They'll die trying. Pause. Rightfully so, being called on him. 20-30 seconds or so for them to really just chat things out, hash out the game plan in the round. For MK, it really comes down to them needing just to close things out, but that's such a big task. Pistols because of how they loud ARES play things. The fact that MK won that round sort of completely annihilated their loss bonus, as we said. ARES gonna give up at least the early section of apps control. MK, that's the idea for them as well. Take it back. 2 players in boiler, 2 springing off balcony. They want to get close and personal on towards Pip. These rifles are going to cause problems. 2 kills already being connected. Fox having a field day right now as he picks 3 players off, all on the charge. BRN, last man standing. He's picked up a rifle as he was the one to try and at least survive from the fray. He's walking into the crosshair of you, who's going to be pinned on in. A headshot that forces ARES to overtime. Here we go. MK. Not exactly the greatest performance from them, considering ARES were enabled to make this happen, ultimately. It was all on them to do it, and they stepped up and achieved it. Major credit to be given. Definitely due. Bring at least a solid start. Plays into the molly, picks off Fox. The repeak as well, more than happy. Dig deeper into Zap's control. Aspire are confident to push up through long. Avoid ARES' a-hole because of how much they've invested in towards Bernardo. Something that's also not been exactly sitting pretty for them, considering Shimada will just peek off the corner and take down Mad End. I think with 3 players there, you get aggressive. Force the trade, but I feel like it's going to come through. Mad End actually just going to fall back, leaving his teammates tucked on in. Meanwhile, Spider, basically with full control of the A site, picks off Yu. Now the aggression does come in, but a little late to the party, Logan. BRM will just take him down right when he's got his back turned. A good frag grenade as well to harm Maiden. Even if BRN falls, it's Maiden on 1v4. Getting his smoke stuck in the corner. Frag grenade to finish him off, and a spray down on towards Dreamer. How's the continuous frag, but Spider is going to just cut him down. A great round for him as an individual, bear in mind. Just accepting that ARES were going to be doing a play towards B with those 3 players, realizing that he could just walk up through long. Basically lurked himself to success for his team. It's been a long time since I've heard about the TSM CSGO team. But it's been a long time since it's an aggressive B play like this. Damn. They're really catching ARES off guard. Trading blows with Matt and Logan. Here and unable to walk away with just 1 HP, but 1 HP is certainly enough for him to stay alive. Not exactly ideal, but I mean, it is what it is. Free smoke on CT as well, basically shunning out ARES. Retake. They'll save. I'll take the AWP, the 2 rifles. Also, you take a glance at the money. It isn't exactly pitch perfect to the save. Certainly. Better idea. That's it for MK. 2 rounds, back to back. First part of overtime. You have to commend them for getting that done. Of course, they're not really worried about dying at this point. BRN actually was the one to die the bomb there, so yeah, that's something. But yeah, as I said, they're not really worried. They've got $10,000 on some players. They'll have $1,950 on Spyleader. It's, yeah, final round of the half here. Not exactly going to be them complaining. Biggest thing is MK trying to go for the 3-0. See how much they struggled in that second half. It should make things a little easier for them in the second half of OT as well. But I like this from ARES. It's aggressive. It's forward thinking. They push on through. You just missed the shot, but Logan's the insurance policy. That UMP. Better to decapitate his opposition. And like, at least try to capitalize on that as well. They move up in towards apps. Victor playing on out Spider, going along with him, but how has none of them even responded to Fox being there? Finally, Shamada will swing, but Spider was just almost looking very awkward in the way he took that fight. Giving it up to ARES, giving them the 16th, and making it a 2-1 half, which could have very easily been a 3-0. (17-16). MK over on towards their CT side once again. AWP being brought on towards BRN. 4 rifles as well. Interesting though, we've not seen a single double up setup from either of these teams. They just don't seem to want to operate it or even go there. I thought maybe we'd see it in OT just as a curveball, try something different. That hasn't really been seen at all. BRN wanting to go for the aggressive banana peek, but mollied off by Matt, and it's a good read really, and it will stop him from achieving anything at all, and allows ARES to instead walk up and take the lead. Oh, that's kind of nading a teammate though. Logan wanting to throw a nade over, bounce it off the back wall, and hit somewhere close to Spider. Likely would allow it much more towards the shadow / the flower pot that you can see in front of him. But instead it does land on towards Matt's feet, putting him down to 58 HP. ARES taking mid-control. Like they are just going to start to clear things out. Boiler, of course. And that's really no fear for them. Teammates pretty much pushing them back. They know that it's likely to be something like a pit play or an aggressive short play, which it does come in. Shamada actually gets 2 kills for his troubles. Dreamer replacing him with a kill on towards Madden. So ARES really should know better, to say the least. Victor, oh, if he pushes this is all over, isn't it? Picks off one, spraying rapidly on towards Yu. Victor with the cherry on top push. That is beautiful stuff from him. Really just one piece of a very beautiful round. ARES, though, they did have everything they needed in the round, so kind of would feel like ARES just kind of allowed it to happen. Sounds like a simple saying, right? You're basically almost saying, great, you know, you had an idea and it failed, but it's not that simple. But when you do look towards what the T-side were doing, when you do look to the positions they were holding on the map, they had a game plan that was always set up to specifically counter some of the plays that MK were making. But then they got pushed, they got caught off. Ollie comes in. Not him. Be taken down and picked the hose for the push. Things do go 1-for-1 as Grey Kill is more than content for MK, really. DRM will then hold on towards Boiler. Good smoke to stop him from being a real pain for Maiden, but really going to change the fact that he can just rotate to long corner and peek out towards apps or even peek towards short. Not just hold for the push. These 3 different options, right? And all of them are frustrating for ARES to deal with. One of the reasons why they won't push long. He'll molly it off as well to really cement that plan. He'll rotate towards B, which I don't like. Yeah, realizes that's a bad idea, just pushes back. Maiden making them walk out towards the site. Quill's quick as anything. Dream 2 for him. Logan have to now fight with all his might. Gets the kill on towards BRM, making it a 1v1. But a plant. Spider just to walk around towards long. Logan is just 12 HP, bear in mind. The smoke does get thrown. Perfectly blocking the 2 of them, but I think Spider's just going to walk through it. Logan. Oh, he didn't see him. Spider did no idea that he's just on the close left. It's all going to come down to who peeks who first. Logan sitting amongst the wall. Spider, his back is going to walk right past him, but no. What's the sight? Logan actually going to peek him right over the wall. That is beautiful, beautiful positioning from Logan, but so damn close for Spider. A single step to the left from Spider, Logan would have shot him in the back. But I think the outcome of that round, from Spider's perspective, is by far the more comical aspect to look at. By just the fact that he didn't see him to the left. Deep nades towards Banana. Oh, that's punishing. 3 HP. Matt Hen now. Molly meant to be thrown just to further deny any sort of push. 18-17 is where we're going to be sat. ARES already placed upon a box. Ticking on down, still waiting for any major movement from ARES. We know what the game plan is for them. They really aren't showing us the idea that they have any multi-dimensional thoughts in the round, to be honest. Very simple. They pushed up Banana, they got pushed back, so now they're going to go back towards the A site instead, and this likely could prove to be a very rushed job. So I think we might see them get punished. Matter actually just going to walk through the smoke to try and peek down mid and get the information. It's going to be rough because he'll be taken down by Yu, so it does give up something. Towards ARES, Maiden as well, a tap on towards Victor. Okay, this is better. MK just gave ARES a chance by getting aggressive. Box hiding in the corner will lose his head for that at least, so a retake doable. BRN picking off Maiden as they get aggressive on the ARES side of things. This rat is madness. Absolute madness. Flash to be thrown off corner, making it a 3 for 3. Aaron knows there's someone close. Yu playing the bait switch. Spider looking like he's going to push the smoke. Logan. Oh, Spider, buddy, you've really got to hit those. Dreamer, thankfully doing all the work for him with a double kill. But that was painful. Painful to watch, but it will go 19-17 in favor of Mortal Kombat. That game will be done and dusted. GG's being called. Yeah, that was something. Either way, we have ourselves a second series. I'm gonna go take a break. I need me some water. We're starting to trip over our words. It's not what we need right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed that nonetheless. We'll be back soon with just another game. Another day, another week in the Hellcase Cup. Number 6, of course, this is week 4. The games today really have been quite exciting. But this is just our second. We have another one coming up very, very soon. You guys are here for Fraxers versus Avenger. We'll be back with them in just a moment's time.
Yeah. Thomas Jackson. Yeah. Bounce. Yeah.
World Electronic Sports Games returns with a new season, the largest championship among national teams in the history of esports. Dota 2, Hearthstone, CSGO, StarCraft 2, and $5.5 million at stake. European finals will be held in marvelous Barcelona from the 22nd to the 26th of November. Win your slot in the finals of the World Championship. Register right now.